Well, hi. We are moving through it right now like crazy. I want to talk specifically to what starseeds are going through with our ascension journey, as well as light workers, healers, the the waves of depth of despair to heightened excitement, amazing meditations to no meditations to exhaustion to physical ascension symptoms, the emotional ones, and sort of what's going on with us because we're in a really powerful timeline right now and we're moving through it. And it's not easy at all. There's these moments for us where we're feeling complete loneliness and we're feeling frustration, we're feeling all of these old feelings that we thought we've healed, that we've moved through, surfacing through us, these memories coming up. And with it, there's these moments of like, I am ready, I'm in this. And then there's these other moments of like, what is like when, what, how, what are we doing here? So I really want to break this down for us today. When you get here, hit me in the comments. Let me know where you're from on this beautiful sphere called Gaia. And I'm open to answering questions today. We're not going to go into specifics about your love life or money or anything like that, but like overall umbrella questions in regards to the topic today of ascension, how to navigate ascension, what we're feeling, why we're feeling it. So I'm going to open up my chat bar right now and we are going to dive into a really, hi, everybody. We're going to dive into a really deep, loving conversation. I've got all the love flowing through me today. We've got Venus in Leo, which is so supportive to that. Like, oh, yes, yes, yes. It's so good. All right. So, where do I start? We're going through it. We're going through it. What are you moving through right now? I'm going to share kind of an overall of what a lot of my students and myself are moving through right now because we seem to be very much in alignment. First, I want to talk to what the energy is doing for us, with us, to us, and then we'll kind of navigate from there. So, we are in one of three powerful gateway openings specifically for star seeds. I do think everyone is a star seed. I get asked the question all the time, what's my origin? You're going to be a crossbreed of a lot of different things. Um, so, there's not one origin for you. But we are in this beautiful gateway opening and we're going to feel this energy really being accelerated throughout the month of September. So I've already recorded the weekly forecast for you for next week. That's going to be up really soon. And it is activation after activation after activation after activation. And I want to talk to how we're going to navigate this and what to do with it. I did bring my cards as well. So we'll dive in at the end and do some specific direction from the galactic councils. So, okay, I'm having a spiritual experience as we speak, letting go, crying, muscles, heart open. Oh, babe, I am sending so much love to you. I also am going through it. Like big emotion for me right now. A lot of things that I didn't even know I was holding on to. I didn't even know I was avoidant towards actually like this big like poof happened to me the other day. And so I've been moving through that for about a day and a half now. So back to the energy. We're in these beautiful gateway openings. It is going to be accelerated throughout the month of September. And like a consistent acceleration up until the end of September. We are going to see September 27th specifically. This gateway is going to really intensify for us for September 27th through to the full moon in October. And then we're going to get a little settling time, not a lot. And then we're going into stepping into a bigger version of divine purpose. So it's big. It is big. Um, Next week, we have a lot of activations specifically from the Lemurian Lyran councils, the Syrian A and B councils. Andromeda is coming in hot and heavy on Monday. Like it's big timeline. It's all hands on deck right now because we're moving through transitioning some big stuff. So I'm going to share as openly as I can, as much as I can on these platforms. So right now I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. But there's not a lot of, I can't bring all of it here, unfortunately, because it's going to get flagged. It's going to trigger too many people. And it's not the right safe platform for me either to bring this information forward. But we do have a membership called Starseed Rebellion. Sorry, my thoughts are a little scattered because I just came out of a meditation. I really wanted to make sure that I brought forward the right energy today for you, because I know that we're moving through it. And so I just did a 2-hour meditation with the Galactic Councils, with my oversoul, my higher self. And I'm a little, finding words is a little bit of a struggle right now. So I'm going to do my best. So thank you for being patient with me. Okay. We've got this big energy. Why do we have this big energy? What's happening? So here's what I can bring forward. And if this resonates with you, or if you're really moving through it, I need you to know that you're not alone. My whole journey has been alone. So I am a starseed elder. I have integrated my oversoul, which my body is still calibrating to. Let me tell you, what is an oversoul? We'll probably get into that. Let me write notes. Um, I'm going to take notes down, put your questions in the comments, because I'm going to try and deliver this as best as I can. We are moving through a timeline where we are going to be, as star seeds, as light workers, as healers, as grid workers, dragon riders. Um, we are moving through a timeline of changing the matrix, we'll call it. So I'm going to refer to it as the matrix today. We are in a web. We are under this veil of very dense, heavy energy. We know this. We dropped a very exclusive video with Starseed Elder Ricky and Lisa and myself, in the membership platform on Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, Tuesday, um, where it's named Sacred Liberation, where we shared everything that we possibly can share at this timeline. We're going to continue that conversation in the membership platform for you, so that you can continue to be liberated from this veil that we're under. And that is the whole point of that membership, is to know that you're not alone, to have a support system, to have sacred witness to your evolutionary process, your ascension, your downloads. And also, we're looking for you. We're waiting for you. It's going to take a lot of us, all hands on deck, to change the energy outcome. And the onset of that, the beginning of that, is going to be the acceleration gate that happens September 27th. So we are in a time of urgency. Is anybody feeling urgency the way we are in the group? Like this, like something's coming, something big is coming. This expansion in the ache in your heart of like, I know I'm meant for something, but I don't exactly have all the pieces together. Um, so I'd love to know who's experiencing that expansion right now, or that anticipation, or the anxiousness maybe of it. This is the beginning of it. It's going to be a 3-year cycle. Unfortunately, fortunately, so it doesn't all happen at once. And over the course of those 3 years, we're going to have full disclosure. We're going to have all of the truth of what we are and why we're here come to the surface, which is what we're actually doing in that platform. We're going to, grid workers, we're calling you out. We are energetically meditating as a group and calling you out. We're waiting for you, because we're all required, all hands on deck are required right now, in order to create a new grid for Gaia, for star seeds, for the ascension that's happening globally. Global, it's not a globe, but the sphere of Gaia, I'll say. Um, so right now we are in heavy training. We are in preparation mode, and that is why there's all hands on deck from our galactic councils. So there's 13 main civilizations that have partnerships, and then there is 11 sacred civilizations that are the backup crew, the worker crew with them. I'll be channeling all of those in September. So the newsletter's coming out this weekend, so you're going to get that information. Um, yeah, lots of ringing of the ears, all that we know. We know it's coming. You have everything that you require in your sacred heart. That's your compass. You have all of it in here. You have all of the wisdom, all of the things in here. Hi, Victor. I love your energy, by the way. Um, so it's about allowing this information to move through you, with you, for you. And that's what's going to open up the gateways to you connecting into all of these galactic civilizations. So, yeah, this whole conversation is going to be starseed oriented. It took me most of my life to be brave enough to talk about this stuff publicly. I understand the discomfort of being like, well, I'm a starseed, so because it's so unpopular and people brush it off as whimsical. People brush it off as crazy. Get called that quite a bit. It's super fun. We still have a lot of very devoted to old perceptions of heaven and hell beings on this planet who are under that veil. So the whole veil that we have, Ricky talks about how that veil is anchored in that recording that we did. It's that recording will be evergreen. It will always be up in the membership platform. He talks about how it's anchored, what's going on with it, what it actually does, how it forces reincarnation. We think that, we choose this. We don't. We land in a womb that serves our purpose, meaning you have to understand what's wrong with humanity in order to save humanity, or not save, support the transition of humanity. So you'll land in a space like that. You'll go through all of the things that we've gone through, star seeds, we've gone through hell and back, like over and over and over again. And then we have this defining moment where we know what to do with it. And that's the journey of a star seed. The challenges do come to an end, I can assure you of that. The hardships, the heavy ascension symptoms come to an end. You are human, you're still going to have these moments of emotion. You're still going to have these heavier days, so to speak, like I'm experiencing yesterday. This morning, I woke up just fucking phenomenal. Man, I was floating. And then I just had this big continuation of my own healing epiphany from yesterday. And that just right back into a lot of cries. Um, because what's happening with that and why we're feeling that is we are having an opportunity right now with the support of the activations from our galactic teams, your family, through our own self, we are having the opportunity to discover low vibrational belief structures that we unknowingly or knowingly have within our subconscious. Your body is made up of vibration. You are an energetic being, and you are made up of energy, and that energy is a frequency, and that frequency vibrates. It's multiple frequencies, and they vibrate, and that creates your electromagnetic field. Then through the 12 principles, you are going to receive over and over and over again what your vibration is until you change your vibration, right? So it's about healing. We're going through an acceleration right now of the residue. So the dust bunnies that were left in the closets, the inner closets, all of those things are really surfacing so that we can transmute that energy. We don't release them. The only thing we release is emotion. So I really want to offer as much as I can here right now. You don't release belief structure. You don't release blockages. You don't release anything except for human emotion. What you do is you find a vibration that's not serving you, a belief that's not serving you, of unworthy, unsafe, unseen. I feel invisible. I'm not loved. I'm going to be abandoned. The rug's going to get pulled out from under me. Um, Money is hard. All of these like hidden deep beliefs, and we find them and we honor them and we transmute them. I talk all about that in my book. So this is a channeled book from the Galactic Federations on how to actually use the Power 369. Inner child is healing. Healing is in here. How to use the Power 369, the 12 principles, the ascension process, how to arrive in 9D, all of the things, what Guy is going through, galactic downloads and messages. Like this book has been the beginning of my life's work. And the second book is in motion right now, but I much prefer to be present instead of writing the book right now. So that's why the Starseed membership is up, so that we can be in it together, because the timeline is of essence right now. We are in such a massive transitional state right now. So you're going to be going through these moments of feeling um, loneliness, that you don't belong. I would love to know what you're feeling, so that we can love each other and share with each other. This is an incredible group in the comment section. They're so supportive, and a lot of them are in the Starseed membership. So we're feeling loneliness, we're feeling separation, we're feeling shame, we're feeling guilt, we're feeling abandonment, we're feeling fear of sustainability. We are feeling deep fears of I don't want to be judged for being so different. We're going through fears of inadequacy. We're going through imposter syndrome. We're going through, is it actually real or am I losing my mind? Is it my imagination? We're going through feeling the aftermath of all of those beliefs radiating through the body. So the body is feeling nauseated, it's feeling exhausted. We're feeling dizzy, our ears are ringing, our eyes are blurry, our sinuses are getting congested. We have digestive discomfort, we have muscle cramps, we've got heaviness, like heaviness. I went through crazy dizzy spells for a couple of days, like insane. The whole room would just spin off like out of nowhere. Is this resonating? Let me know if this is resonating. Um, because I'm here to be of service with you. I'm here to work with, we're in this together. So right now, the reason we're going through all of this is so that we can ascend into a higher dimensional awareness. So you hear and see hashtag 5D, guys anchoring into 5D, all this stuff, and people being like, I'm in 12D, like it's not a competition. We are moving through an ascension evolutionary process. And we're all going to be at different phases for different reasons. Some of us are absolutely required to be in 4D because 3D needs you. Some of us are required to be in 5D. Some of us are required to be in 6, 7, 8D. It's a dimensional consciousness state. It's a state of how the universal wisdom, consciousness, source energy is expanding in your body. So to be a little snappy, the way that I can be a little spicy right now, your life matches your dimensional consciousness. Okay. This is important to understand. And it's not a judgment. This is a self awareness moment. If you are struggling with financial strain, you are not in 60 or above. If you are struggling with, what do I do next? What are the stepping stones? How do I anchor this? What's the next thing? Like, how do I do it? But what are the actual steps? You're 4D. If you are struggling with not setting boundaries, you're probably in and around 5D. If you are struggling with judgment, receiving judgment, if you hate your 9 to 5 grind, if you think that you don't want to be part of the 3D world still, you're about 4D. 4D is when we really start to get it. It's the most exhilarating phase of all of this. It's beautiful, but it makes me roll my eyes, because it's very light and love. It's very, and this is not to trigger any of you. You're going to get triggered and you're probably going to hate me. That's okay. But it is Reiki. It is light and love. It is namaste. It is, um, I'm sending love. It is sending spirit to the light. I've got a bomb to drop on that one. Holy man, which I'm going to be doing in the membership platform. What light is, I'm dropping in the membership platform. I've died and been resuscitated twice. I have been to the light. I know exactly what it is. Um, and so I want to break all of that down in the membership platform because that can't come here yet. So 4D is when you're looking for outside validation through tarot readers, you're getting oracle readings, you're getting healing sessions from other people, you're seeking. Okay, it's beautiful. 5D is a very small timeline if you allow it to be. 5D is when you go, oh, silly. That's not what it is. It's bigger than that. And in somewhere, the gap between 5D and 6D, you have a psychic phenomenon in relation to divine oneness. So you have an actual psychic phenomenon, every human will, to what scale is up to you, where you become universal oneness and you can't explain it. There's no human words to explain it. And you'll try to say it to someone and you'll be like, we're one and we are all co-connected and da da. And they'll be like, yeah, I know. We're all one love. And you're like, okay. So 5D is a little bit frustrating because it's very challenging to express the awareness and the wisdom that you have, because there's all of these, like, we went through a phase. This is going to be so unpopular. let's hope we don't get flagged here. Humanity started waking up back in the late 90s. And so they tried to cap it. They tried to cap it. They tried to cap it. They pushed narrative like Wayne Dyer, just be it and believe it. Then in the 2000s, we really started getting it. So they pushed The Secret. Thank you, Ronna Burns, for destroying The Secret and how energy actually works. Um, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. And so they pushed this manifestation narrative. And then Oprah, being one of the elite, amazing sauce, was like, okay, I'll help put that glass ceiling out. So I'll start a book club all on spiritual publications about the power of now. And there's some beautiful truth to those publications, but it is a fraction of the actual truth. And so they've put all of these little bits of information, these fractions of truth, combined with love and light bullshit on top of it, to glass ceiling us so that we wouldn't go past fourth dimensional consciousness. And then have seen a movement with that where 4D has become, some of them, a lot of them, spiritual narcissism, spiritual gaslighting, all of these like bullshit things. And it's very challenging for humanity to evolve through that because there's so much content out here now where everything is getting lost in the mix. And there's a fraction of truth in a lot of it, but it's not the full picture. The full picture comes from here, and it comes from congregating with other people who have other pieces of your puzzle. So my journey has been forever, eternally long. I did this whole thing by myself with my guides. Never had a mentor. I had one person come into my life that shook and shifted something for me, but then was spiritual narcissist or spiritual gaslighting. Comments like, "Oh, is that your ego?" Yeah, it's my fucking ego because I'm a human. So that's 4D. 4D is still ego is bad, shunning the ego. 4D is believing that being an empath is hard. That they taught you that so that you believe it and allow it. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. They in 4D, it's draining to be in public. In 4D, um, Wi-Fi and all these things, alcohol, all these things are toxic, but let's go do ayahuasca and totally poison our body to the point of vomiting and hallucinating so that we can connect to source for a brief moment and not sustain it. Like it's ridiculous. But this is what we're taught. This is the glass ceiling they put into play because they don't want to lose control. That's what I'm here for. That's what the other Starseeds are here for. We're taking it down. We want to talk about losing control? We're taking it back. We're taking back our power now. And we are remembering our birthright. We are remembering our origin. We are remembering our purpose. So let's quickly touch on oversoul and what that is. We are this is all in the membership platform, and there's certain terms that I cannot say because it's going to get discovered. And I still need to be a little incognito with this so that I don't get energetically attacked. So we are under a veil, and that veil is very low vibration. It is held down and anchored by things that will astonish you. It is how it has been for a very long time here. And under that veil, when we reincarnate, our soul, for eons, guys, our soul has been fractioned over and over and over and over under this veil with the intention of us losing sight of who we are, losing our sacred connection, our sovereignty, losing the ability to be fully connected into source, and instead go into zombie mode and do exactly what they want us to do. Be more, work harder, make more money, buy more things, then work harder to buy more things to compare yourself to your neighbor or whoever else. That's all they want from us. We are a machine of producing low vibrational fear. We are producing a lot of fear. It's super easy. Every time you tell yourself you're not worthy, every time you judge your body, every time you compare yourself to anybody else, every time you go into 4D mentality of it's hard or the ascension symptoms are hard, they don't have to be hard, by the way. You're going to feel them, yeah, but you don't have to tell that story. So we'll dive into that in a minute. They want us to produce fear. 4D calls that loosh. There is something much more sacred to that in 5D, 6D, 7D. So again, we're not going to go into that here because I can't use that terminology here. Um, so the overall thing is let's keep them small so that we have control. And no, thank you. I'm not doing it. And that's why our membership platform is called Starseed Rebellion, because I will rebel against this. You cannot control me. I'm not doing it. And so I thought I was crazy all my life until I found you. Cindy, I love you. Honestly, right? I thank you for that because I still like thank you for being my sacred confirmation. Because I'm just a chick over here who's figured it out with a few others. And felt like I was completely lost my mind, begged for psych evaluation so many times from my doctor. I've had 2 near-death experiences. I have been through the ringer. And then one day I just decided I was gonna rebel. I don't wanna be I don't wanna be it. I don't want to allow what's going on to continue. So I want to take it down. And so I made an oath to myself. Well, actually, I didn't. I had a sacred contract provided to me. And that's when I remembered everything. And then I was like, oh, now I go. But it's still, I'm human. And it's sometimes it's like, oof. And you get some like, there's some mean people out there in the comment section, but you guys are all amazing. Okay. So back to 45D, whatever, and oversoul. So under this veil, our soul is fractioned over and over and over again until we go into that robotic system, we become a zombie. You can absolutely 100%, and that is what's happening right now. You can have all the fractions of you restored like a reboot, like a reset, like a reboot on a computer. You can have all of these fractions of you begin to be restored. That is what integrating your higher self looks like. So there are many parallel versions of you. There are many galactic versions of you. You are going to start to integrate those parallel energies. That's what we're moving through right now. And that's why it feels the anticipation. With that, you will then arrive to a state where you will integrate your oversoul, the highest version of what you are. My oversoul is a golden elder in the Andromeda. And my little ego is like, that's it. We're just like, that's as far as we go. Like, I thought that we would be, what? Um, so stupid ego, but I mean adorable at the same time because I'm like, okay, babe, this is what you are. Like, fucking shut up. But anyways, it was super funny for me to go through that process. I was like, all right, why is that bothering me? And then that led to the massive healing epiphany I had a couple of days ago. So there's always breadcrumbs, right? Like always breadcrumbs. So that's kind of like 4D is that glass ceiling phase. 5D is a very small timeline. If you allow it to be 5D, you start to have your psychic phenomenons. Your gifts will kick in at any time. They can kick in at 3D um, because they're in there. It's just allowing it. So 5D is going to be that journey of um, divine purpose, right? Like in 4D, divine purpose is driven by the ache to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be witnessed, to be sacredly witnessed. But it is a whole lot of look at me, like a bunch of little kids going, Mom, look what I can do. But mom, but mom, but mom, but mom, look, watch this cartwheel. Watch me jump this time. Mom, look what I can do. Does anybody remember Stuart from Mad TV? Like, look what I can do. Loved that skit. So that's very 4D. 5D is I absolutely require to move into divine purpose. What the fuck is it? How do I figure it out? And how do I get there? But there's still a little tiny bit of comparison. Comparing whether your meditations are as great as someone else's, or your downloads, or your automatic writing, or whatever. Um, you just kind of find yourself comparing a little bit, and then you arrive in 60. 60 is when the gateways blow open, and you do not go backwards. And you stand in your power, in your truth, and you become very unshakable. And then in 60, in your meditative state, right? Okay, other people remember Stuart. In your meditative state, you then go into seventh, eighth, ninth dimensional consciousness. When you really get good at that, you can then in your meditative state go up to 12th dimensional consciousness. I only know 3 humans. Um, And I know thousands and thousands of people. I know 3 that can arrive in 12D in their meditative state. It's a journey, okay? It's not something that you have to compete for or force. If you force it, it's not even going to happen. It's an allowance thing. So for you to arrive there, what's going to happen is we're going to go into that subconscious space. Your subconscious is going to demonstrate to you what wants to be transformed. Okay. I literally just, and we're humans. We've had a lot of things happen to us. This is not a shame game. You're going to have things that don't serve you in your vibration. So you're going to do your inner child healing. Amazing. You're going to do all of these things. Awesome. I love that. You're going to work on your limiting beliefs. You're going to release emotion out of your body and create space. You're going to go through all of this stuff. And then you're going to get to a certain level and you've restructured those beliefs in you. But now you're here, right? Anybody else, like fucking day to day, week to week, month to month, you're like, I don't even know who that was. When you look back at yourself, like you don't even recognize yourself because it's accelerating so fast for us right now. So when you get to that other level, we got to go back in and be like, is there something that needs to be accelerated or lifted to a little bit of a higher vibe, right? I went through a tremendous amount of work in regards to being abandoned. The fear of people turning their back on me, the fear of people judging me, the fear of deep, I'm not worthy. It's not even that I'm not worthy. It was more of like, I'm not safe to be kept. I went through so many layers of that, of the fear of the rug being pulled out or unsustainability or people turning their back on me. And I've had a lot of that, let me tell you. Um, and then you heal it and you start to see this beautiful, like now I'm in a position where I have hundreds of fellow star seeds that I am so in love with. It like I love you guys. You guys are amazing. The membership platform, you guys are rock stars, man. Like I just sit in awe. I'm like, whoa, and I'm not alone anymore. And I have a very beautiful, tight circle of support for me and that I support them. It's very equal. I have love. I have an amazing relationship with my daughter. And that doesn't even make sense based on what I've gone through with her. Um, but here I am. I've arrived, but still jumping down into the depths of things that I didn't even know. I just moved through this deep fear of like, what's the point? What's the point? That inner being in me was like, well, there is no point. And not in my purpose now, but in the journey of create and stand up and be seen. And my fear of being seen haunted me for years and years. And still to this day, it'll twinge in there sometimes. And I'm like, all right, do it anyway. But I didn't know that I was harboring this last little piece. So I want you to pay attention to the things that are surfacing within you. I want you to pay attention to the emotional pain. I was sharing in the grid worker retreat last night that the way the body cycle, so our mental body controls, no, I lie. I got it all backwards yesterday too. Let me write it down. Hold on. It goes like this. The physical body is controlled by the mental body. The mental body is controlled by the emotional body, and your spiritual body is kind of in the middle. So I want you to imagine a triangle or a circle. I don't know if I can know triangle. And so it's like the physical body totally tells the mental body what to do. Think about if you have a really bad backache or a migraine or you're vomiting and shooting yourself or the ascension symptoms. We'll just touch on that. So the ascension symptoms, the mental body will get like, ow, this is consuming, this is overwhelming, I don't like this is too hard, I'm exhausted, I can't. And the mental body is fully controlled by what the physical body is doing. So the physical body is fully controlled by the emotional body, the subconscious. Your emotional body is your inner child or past versions of yourself, which is also your subconscious, what you truly believe about your role in your life. Is your role to be kept? Is your role to be abandoned? Is your role to have to work hard for money? Is your role struggle? Like your subconscious is going to make your physical body do what it does. And then your physical body totally controls the mental body. And then no, the other way around. Fuck me. This is dyslexia right now, and I should not be trying to teach this if I am not awake enough. I'm still in my meditative state. All right. So the mental body controls the physical controls the emotional control, and it just goes in this crazy cycle. I think I got it right. Anyway, um, so what's happening right now for us is you are going to go through the ability. This is a hard pill to swallow already. You're going to go through right now the ability to become the master of all of these domains. You're going to go through the mastery. And what that looks like is a little bit of the ick. So you're going to get challenged. I look at challenge as an opportunity. Um, Not because I'm super optimistic and all those things, but it's just fact. Challenge is an opportunity to level up. But you're going to go through some challenges, my darlings, and you're going through them right now. We're going through deep loneliness. We're going through mental exhaustion. We're going through physical exhaustion. Some of us are going through lack of financial flow. We're going through lack of love. We're going through frustration in our relationships. We're going through our body not being what we want it to be. We're going through um, just frustration. And this is your opportunity to master how you function. I refuse to play their game. I refuse to play their game. I will not take the bait of fear. I refuse to do it. I am not fueling the old way. I am not fueling the bullshit matrix. There's no way. I am not taking the bait of fear, and I am not going to tell myself that I am unworthy, and I am not going to do everything that they want me to do. I'm not going to look in the mirror and judge my aging process or my weight. I'm not going to judge who I am or the dyslexia that falls out of my mouth sometimes. I'm not going to judge, and I'm not going to make myself small because that's what they want. And I'm not doing it. I'm not fueling it. I refuse. And it's going to take time for you to get the courage to do that. I want to know if you have that fire. Do you have that ache? Do you have it? Because if you do, you are meant to be a divine rebel. You are meant to say, mm-mm, not today, not on my watch. I'm not playing your game. When you do that, everything will become easier, very much easier. Because what's going to happen is when we have emotion surface, you're going to take a magnifying glass and be like, what does it want to be? When you have intense ascension symptoms in your body, you're not going to be toxic positive and be like, yay, I'm ascending. You're going to be like, all right, what is going on with my body? What does it require? How do I support this? How do I be of service to my body? You're going to do the opposite of what they want you to do. You're going to stand there and you are going to be completely brave and vulnerable. You are going to be completely authentic and you are not going to hold yourself back. And when you are that, that is one of the highest vibrations that at this state a human can be. And when you are in a high vibration, you open up into receiving mode. And when you are in receiving mode, you get more downloads, you get more clarity, you get more inspiration. The 12 universal principles, divine principles flow through you with absolute fucking ease. You become the full intentional creator of your reality and for those in your world. You liberate yourself from that and you become everything they don't want you to be. I am on a mission to find those that are ready to do that. That's my role. My role is to shake you straight, sometimes spicy, sometimes loving. My role is to bring freedom forward. I am the freedom seeker. I am the one who has discovered freedom. And my role is to support you in finding who you are and help you remember that. And then your role is the big role, baby. Your role is the one that goes into the world. Your role is the divine purpose that is so beautifully being orchestrated for you right now. Your role is to change the world. My role is to help you remember that. So here we are, and we're moving through it. And it's okay that we're moving through it. One of the most beautiful gifts that I have been able to be witness to in this world was Ricky and Lisa sharing what they shared in Starseed Rebellion on Tuesday night. They have become their predominant vibration. I have become my predominant vibration. And they brought forward content, they brought forward the problem and the solution. They are in their divine purpose. And they both started out as students of mine briefly, um, because they just accelerated so fast. I was like, whoa, fuck. And now they're my family. It's your turn now. We have the fire that you are meant to light your torch on. And you just have to choose to believe it. And that's the biggest thing I want you to take from our time here today. It's your turn. It's your turn. You're ready. It is scary to look at the depths of self. Like, fuck, man, the thing I just went through, I wanted to throw up when I found it. My God, I had some shit happen to me as a kid that created a very large personality, as we know. My personality can be overkill sometimes. I'm that friend where people are like, don't be weird. And I'm like, I'm gonna be. Like, it's what I am. And one of my trauma responses was trying to be bigger and better because I didn't think I was loved. I truly believed for the majority of my life that what I was experiencing was not valid and it was not enough. So I had to be bigger and better. And so I became the performer. I became the circus act. I became the comedian. I became the let's be really fucking good at everything and then talk about how good we are at it. So that way people will know that we're worthy and like, oh, bleh, baby girl, why? And it was such a trauma response. And when this surfaced, it brought forward deep, deep, deep embarrassment over who I used to be. Really deep. And like my whole body was cringing. And when it surfaced, I was like, I don't want to look at it. I was like, nope, it's fine. Fuck it. It's over. We know better now. We don't do that anymore. Like now we love ourselves. Do I still have a big personality? Yeah, whatever. But it's okay. We love ourselves now. We can let it go. And the tears did not want to go away. And I was like, all right, I gotta fucking look at this. And it took me hours to get brave enough to look at it. Hours because it's so uncomfortable. Like, oh. Um, I lost a lot of people in my life. I was heavily, heavily, heavily judged because of it. I never fit in, never belonged anywhere. I never had a group of friends. I had acquaintances all over the place, but I did not have a group of friends. I was bullied my entire life. My entire life. I was sexually assaulted by bosses because I was just a little piece of shit that they didn't care about in my perception. I never fit in, never, anywhere, anywhere until now. So thank you. Thank you for seeing me and honoring me and letting me see and honor you. Like, I'm so grateful for all of you because it took a lifetime to get here. And it was really uncomfortable. And you're going to go through these things that are going to surface where you're like, "Mm, damn it." And you have to look at it. And it's what Lisa shared with us in the membership platform about compassion. Not what we were taught compassion is. We were lied to about a lot of things. We were lied to about what compassion is. We were lied to about what reincarnation is. We were lied to about what spirituality is. We've been lied to about what soul purpose is. We've been lied to, man. Lied. Um, and so when you can hold it in the sacred compassion, not human compassion, but sacred compassion, you can morph anything so beautifully. You don't even have to morph it. It just does what it's meant to do and it becomes its best possible outcome. So I encourage you to be patient with yourself right now. I really, really want you to know that you're not alone. We are in really heavy timelines and it does feel super heavy, but you're not alone. And Crystal, so thank you for all that you are and the hard work that you've done. Crystal, thank you. Like, I appreciate that. So thank you. I honor that. I really do very much appreciate that. But also, you, you're all in a position right now where very, very soon the people in your life are going to be looking at you and being like, how did you How did you get to be so loving? How did you get to be so beautiful? How did you get to be so strong? You inspire me. You're going to hear that from the people in your life. You inspire me. You're going to be feeling what you offer me, you're going to be receiving 100%. I thought I had a group of friends, not a few, many. And within the last 2 years, there's no one, right, Dean? Same's. We're evolving, we're changing. And you're not alone. You just haven't been brave enough to show who you are yet. And you don't have to do that to the world. Please do not go home or into your office and be like, that's it. I'm a star seed and this is what I believe and I'm going to ride a dragon. And like, let's not trigger them. We don't want to do that. Our role right now is to be our own truth and to let that radiate into everywhere we go. I've shared this story so many times when I was a little girl going from home to home to home because I did not have a home for a short amount of time. I would imagine energy from my heart. I'd imagine like the things that I talked to, my imaginary friends, the things that I would talk to, filling up my heart. And I would push it out my hands in the back seat of the car. I would just be like, let's let all of this energy go. So no other little girl or little boy or little they, I didn't know about theys then. Otherwise I would have been one. I would just send it out so that no one has to feel what I feel. I don't want them to feel that. That's what you're going to be doing in a very unique way. You are going to be here changing everything around you because you're a massive, beautiful fire of change, right? So, yes, we're in this together, right? See, there's so many of us that are meant to be together. Like, I'm so grateful for Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time because I get to connect with you. I love it. I'm so grateful for the retreats I get to teach. I'm so grateful for all of you. My God, my heart is overflowing all the time now. And we're finding our crew that we align with now. Exactly. Right, Lisa? That's my starseed sister, by the way. She's amazing. I love you. And we're finding each other. So, it was last year, there was a forcing of the hand with everything that I went through with the book launch and everything, um, of creating a membership platform. And that was not sustainable at the time. It was with the wrong energies supporting me. All amazing people, but not in alignment with me. And then I got really sick. Thank goodness, because then everything changed. And this time last year, what's so interesting to me, so I was prepping for the book launch this time last year. Um, which I think is ironic that a full year later is when the Gateway Acceleration happened. So interesting. But I was prepping for it, and there was a lot of people on my team, people that I love madly still to this day, very much. But nothing was expanding, nothing was expanding, nothing was expanding. And it was a lot, it was overwhelming for me, the amount of work that I was doing. And then I got sick, had the experience of disharmony in the body pretty hard, um, and had to like shut the whole thing down. And as soon as I shut the whole thing down, my body recalibrated, the disharmony left, and everything exploded. Everything exploded. You've got to trust this. You got to trust that heart. And then here we are now with the new membership platform that I'm very, very, very meticulous about making sure that the people on the team are the right people on the team, that they are high vibration, that they do not have fears, and that they're not um, in struggle. They all are living incredible lives. They're amazing, amazing, amazing people. So here we are now, and now starseeds from all over the world. We have we have Norway. Victor, we love you. I love your energy. You're so fucking cool. I can't wait to meet you. Like really meet you. We've got Denmark. Um, we've got someone in Asia. We've got South Africa. We have New Zealand. We have a ton in Australia. We have France now. We have someone in France. We have um, all over Canada, all over the United States, Central America, South America. Like we're everywhere. The star seeds from everywhere. It's not just one little, because like, why would we stay small, right? Why would we stay small? There's someone right here from Holland right now. Like, this just warms my heart so much. Okay, let's go into I'm going to give you a couple minutes to throw up some questions while I prep. We're going to do um I'm going to pull some cards and give some direct direction for us. But if there's questions that I can be as supportive, you can put them up in the question bar and I will come back to the comment section. I'm mentally noting to where we're leaving off and I'm going to connect in. So, what I want you to do is throw your questions in there if I can support you in any way. And um, then I want you to pick one, two, or three. So, just what resonates, what feels right for you. Doesn't matter if you're like, I picked number three, but number one was the thing for me. I just want you to set the intention so I can connect into your energy. So I'm going to give it a second, one, two, or three, throw it in the comments. I'm going to connect into your energy and then I'm going to channel from the galactic energies that we're working with, as well as my own wisdom. Okay. Beautiful. Crystal, you do have really beautiful energy. Hi, Judy. I feel like I haven't seen your name in a bit, babe. All three. Ash is like, I will take all of them, please. Amazing. All right, here we go. We're going to start with number one. Okay. We're going to talk about, we're going to be here for a minute. Okay. As we move through this massive, beautiful transition that we're going through, Indigo, I love you. As we're moving through this massive transition that we're going through, where we are going to become the new way. Okay. We've got all of this fear based, hi, Judy, all this fear based veil that we're under. We are now rebelling. Like, no, we are not doing that anymore. We are moving into our authenticity. As we do that, we're all going to be part of the grid structure. We're going to be grid workers. I'm running a retreat right now, but I intend on running a second one if there's enough grid workers that are ready for it. Probably start mid-September with that one. And I might do a combination of grid worker and dragon rider together. I'm not sure because there's a lot. So as we move through this, you're going to move through a lot of deep healing. So we're going to talk about what you want to heal right now. And then you're going to become one very powerful vibration. You're going to be all the energies, all the vibrations, but you're going to become one predominant vibration. So some of you are going to be compassion. Some of you will be joy. Some of you will be honor. Some of you will be receiving, the vibration of receiving, AKA prosperity, whatever. Some of you will be the vibration of freedom along with me. Now, what I want you to do, and this is homework I gave to the group, is I want you to see if you can sum up your whole life in one word. Mine turned into struggle. Just struggle. That girl was struggling. She was just trying so fucking hard all the time. And the opposite of that was freedom. And so that's going to help you kind of denote too, but it will move through you regardless. So you don't have to figure it out. But for you to do that, you have to understand that every emotion that is perceived as negative actually has a counterpoint. It's the same coin, two sides. So anger, we're going to talk to number ones about anger. You may not experience anger, but chances are you have some suppressed anger. As I say that, Copper Valentine's like, what about high body temperature? It's anger. High blood pressure and okay, so I'll talk about temperature in a second. High blood pressure is anger. There is if you're constantly hot, that's anger wanting to burn off. If you're having flares of heat, have you seen me channel? I go bright red and sweat like a crazy person when I'm really, really deep in the channeling. So it's an ascension flare energy coming through. So number ones, we're going to talk about anger. I want you to do a little bit of processing in regards to two things. So it could be anger, it could be your definition of power specifically. Anger is the vibration of boundaries. It is a vibration of no, thank you. That is no longer acceptable to me. It is a very passionate frequency, anger. So the opposite of anger is passion. And, if you are that teenager that went all badass, the F this attitude, the divine rebel or the inner rebel, the badassery kind of vibe, your vibration's going to be passion. And we want to check in and make sure that we are not holding on to the wrong definition of anger. There's a huge difference between resentment and anger. Resentment is a built up frustration over someone not being treating you properly, right? So what I'm hearing for number ones, not all of you, but some of you are going to have some stuff you need to do in regards to your mom. I'm definitely hearing the woman who nurtured was supposed to nurture you, who probably didn't properly nurture you, who was emotionally avoidant, who was stuck in her own pain and her own cycle so deeply that she couldn't see anything else and therefore projected it onto you. Wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. And you deserve nurturing. You absolutely deserve nurturing. You don't have to be special in order to receive that. You are already deserving, darling. So, number ones, I want you to move into nurturing yourself, loving yourself, speaking gently with yourself over the next week to allow the space to open of where any buried, um, like that, I'm seeing it as like fire. I had very deep anger buried because my mom was so mean to me, so mean to me. I was sexually violated. I was put down. I was told I was stupid. I would never make it. Marry the first boy that asked, even though I like girls. I was denied nurturing. I was made fun of all the time by her. She was just mean, 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 mean. And that eventually festered was the word I was looking for. That anger and resentment towards her festered that I ended up with the big C in my womb, and had to get, that taken care of. So I don't want it festering. I want you to comb through your body and see, is there any heat festering in there? So I'm like, the wrong kind of fire, right? Is there pain in regards to the woman figures in your life? What is your definition of a woman? What is your definition of a woman's role? What is your definition of self? Whether you are they or he in relationship with women, you're going to attract in what you believe a woman to be until you heal that. And if you identify as woman, you're going to become that unknowingly in these little micro doses. And it's not going to serve you. So I want you to look at your definition of a woman, visit versions of yourself that need to hear what that truly is, and then restructure your perception on that. Look for anger, release it, release it. Get an FU journal and write an FU letter to every single thing that you were ever mad about. Give your inner self voice. Give them power. Let them be seen. Let them be held as they express what they've been holding on to for so long. Then you're going to close the book and you're going to hold them in love and acceptance and be like, yeah, you can feel that. And eventually it will transmute. So I want you to get it out of your system. It's a really healthy way to release anger, or go to one of those rooms where you get to destroy shit. That could be way more fun. So do what works for you. But I want you to understand that anger is a beautiful vibration. It is the knowing of, I am now done with that. It does not belong to me. Okay. That is all it is. It is very passionate. Absolutely not. And you're allowed to say when somebody offers you something, or that doesn't work for me. You're allowed to say that, or absolutely not. No, thank you. Not happening. You can just say no. You can, nope. I don't want you to over explain either. Number ones, we're going to stop over explaining why we are saying no. That is your practice this week. I want you to go on an exploratory. How many times can you say no or no, thank you without explaining why you are saying it? Can you do that? Can you do it? That is your homework for the week. Okay. I love the FU journal. It's been so helpful, right? It's so good. Okay, we're going to go into number twos now. Very different message for number twos. Part of our journey as we move through this is watching everything fall away, not to scare you. It's just it's a little uncomfy in the beginning. So you're going to go through these phases where you're going to watch, um, like I was talking about earlier, where the challenges that we're facing are opportunities to level up. You're going through it. Hi, I'm so sorry, but I love you. You've got this. Um, y- Let it go. Let it go. I have a motto that is, if it's not right right now, it's not right. Can you follow that? I also have a saying, one red flag is enough. We do not require more. And it's not that we have to send judgment towards any of those things. One red flag is a red flag. That means it's a no. So you are learning the boundary space of allowing what doesn't serve you to go, to communicate that, to not over justify it. There is no need to be like, oh, but I feel bad. I don't want to hurt them. They've already hurt themselves. If it's a no for you and there's red flags, they're already hurting. You're not adding to the pain. You're simply setting a boundary and setting them into an opportunity to discover their healing journey. Keep going, please. Keep going on your healing journey. Um, we often, as humans, we want to hold on to things that we know aren't right because we don't want to be alone and we don't want to do it alone anymore. It's time to stop that. Put it down. Put it down. So you're going to watch things fall apart. Some things fall apart, fall away, fall away. Let it, get excited about it because you're making space. There's this whole like fluffy bullshit. You have to make space by letting things go and then new things can come in. Or when one door closes, another one opens. Okay, there's truth to that for sure. Um, there's absolute truth to that. But I want you to really sit with yourself and ask yourself, if Dime had a magic wand for me and she could wave it over my life right now, what would be the first thing that I would ask her to change? What would it be? Now I'm going to ask you, why are you afraid to change it? Yeah, Ashley. I had this beautiful moment with Ashley. So she just put in the comments, before you know it, this will all be a memory. Um, I had this beautiful moment with her. Her and I have a very similar journey. And I looked at her one day and just like, I love this woman so much. She's amazing. And I was like, I don't know if it's helpful, but what worked for me is the realization that this will be a memory before you know it. And that is truth. It will be a memory before you know it. What you perceive as hard and challenging, the disharmony, everything's temporary. Everything is temporary. So nothing is permanent. It's a sensation, it's an experience, it's the thing. Let it go. Just let it be a memory when it's ready. Um, so you're going to be what I want you to look at. Okay, so people are all up in here. I want migraines gone or my aching body. Well, we just talked about that, darling. So go figure out why you have them. Migraines, by the way, are denying your own needs. So maybe you need boundaries, Crystal. Um, Probably, and you probably need to be filling your bucket. So in my book, if you have it, go back to the 4 bodies and how to fuel the 4 bodies. Um, my aching body, honor your body, like what's required for it, right? I can jump all over that one, but it's too vague for me to really specifically talk to. Um, your body is doing what you tell it to do always. So it's not attacking that comment. Your body is always doing what you tell it to do. So if you are telling it it's tired, it's exhausted, it's aching. I was in a wheelchair. Okay. I'll share this and then we're jumping over to number threes. I was in a wheelchair. I was walking with a fucking cane. I experienced autoimmune conditions that were shutting down my body and almost made me blind. I experienced cancer. I have to sneeze 1 second. Or not. Joking. I've experienced all these things. And in that timeline, I loved the story of how much disharmony. I told everybody, everybody, you have that one person in your life who is like, oh my God, my headache. And they just can't stop talking about it. You're adding to it. Where you put your focus, your energy goes as well. So if you are constantly focused on your aching body, it's going to ache more because you're telling it to ache more. So there's a little hint on how to fix it. All right, let's go into number threes, and then I'm going to run through the questions. really easy message of could you stop looking outside yourself for the answers? Number threes, we, especially on this journey, we are looking for confirmation. Confirmation brings confidence. So confirmation is awesome. It brings confidence, and confidence brings motivation, and motivation brings more inspiration. So it's wonderful to receive confirmation. But if you are actively, consistently seeking it externally, then you're not going to learn how to do it internally. So I really desire for those in number three to get really focused and dedicated on your meditation practice, on your I talk about being no thing in my book, the meditation. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself because you're just going to allow what's in there to surface through. I want you to really up the voltage on self-talk right now because you're going to be moving through. I can feel some of you are going to have some stuff bubble up over the next week with all the activations that are coming next week. So to get ahead of that, you want to go into really upping the voltage on self-talk, positive self-talk. Pay attention to I am. Everything you put on the end of I am, you're putting into motion. So if you're saying I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm poor, um, I'm overloaded, I'm busy, you're going to be creating more and more of that. So I want you to dial it back and find a present and positive way of using of changing it, right? Um, my body does experience quite a bit of exhaustion with all of the attunements and the channeling that I do. So my I am statement, one, I'll say my body experiences, I don't own it. Two, I will say I am so fucking excited about bed tonight. It's going to be amazing. So that's my positive way of spinning on it. I want you to really up the voltage on how you talk to your body. And I want you to spend some time talking to your inner child. More specifically, I'm feeling 17, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old you. Could you go visit that version of you, please? Um, that's going to support you in, that's when you stepped into adulthood and went into the world. You know, energetically, that's what we're taught. At that age, we're an adult and we're going into the world. And so, however you went into the world at that age, that might be holding you back right now. You might believe that that's how you had to go in the world or that's your role in the world. So that might have allowed you to be a people pleaser or to stay small or to be quiet or to stir shit or to be excessively driven in the wrong areas. So I just want you to reevaluate that and have a little conversation with those versions of yourself so that you can really move into these activations that are coming as of Monday with more ease. Okay. All right. I'm going to quickly look at all the questions. Um, okay. Let me go all the way back to. Yeah, Crystal, I feel your pain, babe. I have been there. I have been there. Okay. We have Florida. We've got England. This is so cool. You guys are amazing. Netherlands. Hi. Okay. I had a dream I was having an energy upgrade, but my dog started whining to be let out, so it didn't get completed. How do I know if it was real? And if they didn't finish, what should I do? Joy. Okay, Joy. Everything is orchestrated in the most divine way. And if you were getting an energy attunement or an upgrade, they would have made sure that your dog was settled. So your dog probably distracted you because enough was happening and your body has to recalibrate. You cannot get this wrong, but if you try, if you're like, oh my God, I did something wrong, it didn't get finished, then you're blocking yourself. There's nothing to do except for continue to meditate. And when the other part of it is ready for you, it will happen. When we go into one, also, maybe don't sleep with your dog. I love you. And don't sleep with your dog. I don't let any of the animals sleep in my room because I open up all of my subconscious energy. I open up my energy field. I astral travel. I do a lot of different things. I put this little cocoon of energy between Corey and I so that he doesn't have to deal with my dreams. And then I go into my sleep state and I set myself up for success for no distractions. So, little hint, especially if you're meditating. set yourself up for success. Second part, if your animals happen to be in the room and it's a requirement for you to have this energy attunement or upgrade, then your dog will be passed out, let me tell you, because the energy will just be like, "Whoop, whoop." So what I'm actually feeling with your when I connect into your energy is that one, we got to let go of trying so hard and believing that it's not working. So you're working on fully believing right now. Two, you're working on trust. You're working on trusting yourself, trusting the process, trusting the alignment, trusting the timing. A lot of you actually here are going to be going through that one. And then with it, the last thing is everything happens, everything is orchestrated by your energy and your connections. You can't get it wrong unless you're trying too hard or you're not trying at all, like totally avoiding it. Then, yeah, you're not going to get it right. So, you didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing to do. Just meditate, just trust that. I just had a big energy. I always burp when I get big energies. So sorry. Um, yeah, that's like I can feel you. So, um, just allow. That's all. You don't have to do anything. Allow. All right. How do I handle the lingering disdain while I'm ascending? Some of the energy vampires have already left. As you said, they disappeared, but I'm still learning to protect my energy. I'm going to throw a real hard lesson at you. This is a good one. Ready? We're going to talk about energy vampires and, energy vampires and protecting yourself. Both of those things are hard. No, there is no such thing as an energy vampire. People are like, no, but there is. I feel them. No, there's not. There's not. There is such thing as you believing that your energy is being stolen from you because probably as a child, you either had your mom or dad had abandoned you emotionally. So therefore you feel that the sacred pieces are being stolen from you. You've probably had experiences where people have taken from you unnecessarily, or you may have been to the extreme of absolute sacred violation. If you have any of those things where you believe that the things that are true to you are not offered, if you had no nurturing, no emotional support, not you specifically, all of us, um, if you've had any form of violation or absolute abandonment and neglect, you are going to have a belief structure that things will be taken from you. Therefore, as you go about your life in the world, you are going to let people take from you. You are going to be like, oh my God, here's all of my energy. You're probably a people pleaser. You're probably we'll move into people pleasing. We'll move into showboating. We'll move into validation through social media. We'll move into um, dating assholes who just drain us because we believe that that's our worth. And so we don't do that anymore. There is no such thing as an energy vampire. You are responsible for your energy and you are responsible. You're a fire. How can people steal fire from you? Everything, everything, please take this, all of you. Everything energetically, symbolically is either blazing fire or a block of ice. Ice cannot steal fire. All it can do is begin to melt or wander away from it because it's too hot. If you stay fire, nobody can take your fire. They could put a stick and light their own stick and walk away with that. But did they take your fire? No, they did not take your fire. Nobody can take from you. Nobody can energetically take from you. That is a fourth dimensional bullshit lie of being an empath. So that doesn't happen. Protection. What are you protecting yourself from? If you're a fucking fire, what are you protecting yourself from? If you're protecting yourself and you feel the need to protect yourself, then you still believe in right and wrong and dark and light and bad and good. There is no such thing. There simply just is experience. And if it's an experience you don't desire and it doesn't exist within your electromagnetic field, then you're not going to experience it. You're not. There is an old system of things. There is a way that this world has been operating that I am a hard no thank you. And the reason I'm a no thank you is because it is holding people small and it is not giving them their full connection to source. So yeah, I'm going on a fucking mission. But when it comes to humans, there's no such thing as bad. When it comes to energy, there's no such thing as bad. When it comes to all of the things through the 12 principles, there's a principle of correspondence. Everything is a reflection of you. And if you own your fire, they can only reflect fire. So I'm untouchable until it comes to this mission that I am on. I can't talk about it because I don't want to get shut down because then I can't continue to bring this information forward. But you become untouchable. You become untouchable. If someone tries to get in my fire, they become fire. You're welcome. So I want you to own that. You're a fire. And if there's something within you that will not let you be fire, then figure that out and become fire. But there's no what do you need to protect yourself from? To say that I need to protect myself means that you don't believe in your own boundaries. To say that you need to protect yourself says that you're not fire. That goes right back down to the energy vampire. So they don't exist. So hopefully that helps. I love you. Hopefully that helps more than one of you because I'm feeling that one pretty good. All right. Suppressed anger, slowly working on it. Very passionate. Amazing. Keep working on it. Just like get your FU journal, get it going, write it out, burn it up, work on your definition of anger. That will really help. Good. We're having a lot of epiphanies here. This is good, 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 good. All right. Amazon. Someone's like, where can I get the beautiful globe behind you? On Amazon. It's got Metatron's cube in it, and I love it. I had a massive download with that, and I stare at that thing all the time. Okay. I was semi joking about the migraines. You totally didn't hijack it. I'm here for you. I feel your energy so much, Crystal. Good. Good, good, good. I am amazing, and so are all of you. God, I love your vibes, Victor. That's so good. Okay. Okay. I've been seeing ghosts, full color, real people, quick 30 seconds. What the hell? More intuitive. I mean, that's awesome. See them, play with them, talk to them, ask them what they want. Be like, hey, what's up? I cannot wait to drop in. So I love you enough. Like, please join us in Starseed Rebellion. Okay. You can email Cindy, reach out at diamond.com, or Ashley. You can put it in Ashley's here on the live. She can drop the link in the comments. Um, that video is game changing. It will liberate you from just knowing what we talked about, liberates you from the veil that I've been talking about today. And then I'm going to be dropping spirit. I'm going to be talking about spirit realm. I'm going to be talking about how sending them to the light is the worst possible thing that you can do. It's not going to be a popular opinion, let me tell you, but ooh, do not send them to the light. I'm going to be talking about low vibe stuff, like low vibe spirit and all of that stuff. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of content in there. So I'd love to see you in there. I'd like to be found by my energy and filter explained. I have been led to Uganda. I'm not even sure what that means. Okay. I have been talking for an hour and 17 minutes. Amazing. I am now going to go MIA until tomorrow. So it is my stepdaughter's dinner. She's leaving for college. I'm so proud of her. She's leaving for college and we're moving her in this weekend. Big moment for dad, let me tell you, because that's his only baby. And so I'm going to go have the whole evening with her and my husband. We're having a beautiful dinner together and a celebration and all of the things. So I'm going to go missing for about, I don't know, from now until sometime tomorrow. But I love you. I will catch you in the membership platform. I will see you here next week. Put your questions if you have other questions that you would, or a topic. If you want a topic covered, put it in the comments. Ashley gathers all of that for me, and then I can really sit and meditate on what to bring forward for you. So, absolutely, if you're like, hey, Ashley, I'd love to hear this topic covered, she creates a whole list for me. Okay. All right. Go be amazing. I love you all so much. You're incredible humans. Remember, you're not alone. You are absolutely valued. Please, please, please go look in the mirror and look at that little being inside you and say, kid, you are valued. Honor yourself, love yourself. And until I see you again, find all of the reasons to say thank you. I love you. Okay. Mwah.